I'm a retired school teacher for 34 years in the New York City school system. I ended up down in Florida, okay? And it's here in the quiet, peaceful surroundings that I've been taught. And I've taught about health. And I've been taught about life, improving every year, which is my brand, on all levels. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, okay? I was diagnosed with dementia 9 years ago, and I was given 3 days to live. However, by the grace of God, because I had no more insurance, I ended up out on my own, applying what I knew, so that it took a full year just to even bring myself back together. And from then, I've been improving every year on all the levels that I do speak about. When I realized that, then Preserve to Serve, my multi-award-winning book, was born, okay? And it's won 5 awards now, 3 internationally. And out of that, also simultaneously was birthed the Self-Rejuvenation Center. My business, the Self-Rejuvenation Center, treats people on several different levels. Firstly, we offer grief therapy, which is very helpful because people who come often are in need of just that. Then they can step up to the next level and they can stabilize whatever condition they're in. If they want to ultimately improve every year, that option is available to them as well. I've done a huge amount of studying and experimentation on myself, and you know, there is nothing compared with experience. I would pay attention to others who had something better to offer. I never negated anybody. And because of that, I've been able to grow. And I would always ask people, how did you achieve where you're at, your position right now? And then I would try to emulate it. Okay, it got to the point, still as a teacher in New York City, that I became a coach at Landmark Education at the World Trade Center. And I had a whole team of people interested in health. I became interested in health, quite frankly, because I was so sickly. Unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, which are all spelled out in my multi-award-winning book, Preserve to Serve, I ended up in the hospital. I was held against my will for 10 days. From there, I was shipped off to a home, and I was in the home for 6 weeks. All the while, I begged to leave. Finally, I was permitted to do so simply because my insurance ran out. If you really want your health to improve every year, there's many things that have to be done. And my book, The 8 Laws of Health with Recipes, is quite clear and spells out what you need to do. And then I have a book for children. So my hyper-retarded son improved every year once he started on the lifestyle. My daughter, when I finally got her back from the state at 7 months, improved every year, scholastically and physically. So she ended up graduating from LaGuardia High School of Music and Art and the Performing Arts with a scholarship in engineering, physics, and a brown belt in karate. The more you take care of yourself, the more your mind opens up, so you can understand and perceive things better. It's a huge blessing if people only began to get this. And there's no such thing as you did it wrong or you cheated, which we all do, and I do today, still cheat on vegetables. Instead of being a full fruitarian, which I claim to be, I will slip sometimes and have a veggie. Okay, the bottom line is that we should not blame others for and certainly not beat ourselves up. Oh yeah, okay, well now I'm going to get back on track. That's all that's required here, because every man falls at least 7 times a day anyway. But what I'm doing is I'm birthing something new, and that is an idea that all disease can not only be overcome, but there is existence beyond that so that we can improve every year, and the sky is the limit on this. We haven't even reached the potential yet. I write to help other people. That's the only reason. I don't need to cry every night to rehash myself a nightmare life. But God provided a woman, And every night she would pray with me before I even attempted to. This is how hard this has been for me. And absolutely nobody understands what we're talking about. They think I'm pushing myself. I did not want to do it for personal gratification. But I was told to do it, number one. It existed for a reason. And number two, I knew it would be helpful for many people. And that's why I put myself through the challenge of revisiting many nightmare situations in my life.